Is there a chance that you could be a little bit frustrated with yourself because you think you're not as far ahead as what you would like to be? But actually, maybe you are. So stick around for the story and maybe you have a similar situation. Hi, Connie Joe Holmes. I'm the founder of Be You to Be Full Hypnosis and Coaching, and my mission is in my company name. I teach individuals the art of being themselves, being authentic. And when you can do that, it's just natural then to live a very fulfilled life. And so I do that in many different ways. And one way that I did that was in September of 2020 when I published my very first book, titled the same name as my company, but this one I spelled right because it's a book, but it's titled Be You to Be Full, Learn the Art of Self-Acceptance for a Life of Confidence and Fulfillment. So I'm sharing this with you because when I published this very first book, it was actually a 25-year dream of mine. And so it happened 3 years ago. And so as soon as I was done with this, I was like, oh, I'm on fire. And I had all these ideas in my head. And I was actually going to come out with a Be You series. And I still am. But I was going to do that immediately. And so I started to write and things like that. But nothing was quite flowing. I have like maybe 2 or 3 chapters, but I just wasn't liking it. And so I decided I am going to put it down and I'm going to walk away. Okay, so there's that. But then what ended up happening was, I'm going to just cut to the chase. I just released 3 books, 3 of them. Now, granted, they all have the same title, and it is Openness, a collection of perspectives to connect you to yourself. But I have so much information in here. As you can see, I have a collection of them. I have 3 different books that came out. I just got these in the mail today. And so why am I sharing this with you? I'm sharing it with you because I put down my writing. I just walked away from it because I thought, oh, I'm too frustrated and I don't want to write when I'm frustrated. And so I post pretty regularly on social media, and I always like to post things that inspire people and things like that. And so, gosh, it was probably almost about 8 years ago now. I was actually on my honeymoon, and I was taking a lot of pictures around Puerto Rico. And I noticed that when I got these pictures back, they just spoke to me. They truly spoke to me. And so I would create like a meme, like a photo meme based off of what that picture spoke to me with. And I've had these around for, since 2016. And I use them on social media a lot and stuff like that. So I thought, well, I'm going to, continue to post these things and all that. Well, sure enough, what was happening was my ability to have a picture speak to me actually expanded itself. So what I noticed that I was doing is I would either repurpose one of my photo memes, or I would just take a picture like around, of our animals, or a picture around our hobby farm or something like that. And I swear those pictures spoke to me. And so what I would do most mornings is I would post that picture, and then I would just write something about what that picture said to me. And it was really, at the end of the day, I realized it was about, just broadening our perspective on a variety of things, and hence the name of these books. But anyways, so what I was doing was every morning I was doing this. Most mornings I was doing this. And I had a friend of mine, Randy Light, with Enlightened Living Hypnosis. And she's a great friend of mine from Indiana. And one day she saw my post on Facebook because I was noticing she was liking them and commenting on them. And then one day her comment said, Connie, you have such wisdom in these posts. You should turn these into a book. And as soon as I read her comment, I'm like, oh my God, that's genius. So I do have Randy in my acknowledgments in the front here for giving me this great idea. So then I was like, oh my gosh, I am going to, take all of my posts that I've been putting up, because by that time I had probably been posting for about a solid year at least. And so I thought, I'm going to take all of these and I'm going to turn them into a book. And so then I just laughed at myself. One, I didn't even see the wisdom that I was putting out here on Facebook, and that, yes, they would make a perfect book. But then also, here I am beating myself up for not writing. But yet I was writing every single day. So much so that I published 3 books. I mean, what the hell? And so this just really occurred to me today when I saw these books, and I just kind of had a flashback to, when all of this started. And I thought, you know what? This is YouTube video worthy. And how I started off this video, the pre-screen of the video was, are you maybe judging yourself for not being as far on something that you want to be, but actually maybe you're further along than what you think. Maybe it just doesn't look exactly like you thought it would. Because if you remember, I published this one and I said I wanted to do a BU series, so multiple books. And it wasn't in me at that time, so I put it down. But instead, I have a series of books kind of similar, right? I mean, it's not a BU series, but it's still a series of books. And there's just such irony in that. But I also think such a great teaching moment in that. And so I don't want to ramble, but I just wanted to, share in my joy right now with you. But also in my sharing of my joy, I mean, there is a massive lesson behind this. And if there's anything that you can take in this, please do. And just look around your life and just challenge yourself and say, you know what, I really wanted, X, Y, and Z, and I thought I would be there already, but you know what? Maybe you have A, B, and C, and you had it 6 months ago, or you're about to receive it, or something like that. So, and I guess too, we always have a vision, most people anyway, have a dream and a vision and things like that. And sometimes it gets close. It might not shake out to be exactly what we thought, but sometimes it's even better, right? So anyways, I thank you for listening to this. And also, if you are interested in any of these books, even this collection, they're 12, all of my books are $12.99. I wanted to price them where they were quite affordable. And, even with the whole collection, it's still not a terrible price. And I do want to tell you, with this collection, I mean, if you can get all three, that's beautiful. But even if you just randomly choose one of them, they all are just chock full of quite a bit of wisdom, if I don't say so myself. And so I really think you might enjoy it. And I mean, it would be your book, so you read it however you want, but I really think it might be kind of like a nice daily devotional where you almost pick a chapter and you read that in the morning, and then you find ways in your day, throughout the day, to have that chapter and that subject matter maybe come to life. So just a thought. Anyways, well, thank you very much for celebrating in my joy with me. I do appreciate that. And thank you so much for being with me on this channel. I appreciate that as well. So, but please do not beat yourself up if you think you're not far enough or doing something or whatever, because chances are you might be, or you're pretty darn close. So, and when you are, reach out to me, because I want to be your cheerleader for that. So, all right. Thank you so much. If you got value out of this, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, but also go find my books. Just go to Amazon and just type in my name, Connie Joe Holmes, and, my books will show up. I have an author page out there. All right. Thank you so much. Actually, I'll put the link in the description box. All right. Take care. Bye.